It's late. It's late. You should start to sleep. When it's late, when what's my best when I'm the back end? It's really properly free. Positive. Gosh, it's fast.
This is Silver Surfer. Silver shit. So it's just like one of those fly and shoot games, kind of like Defender or Light Force, you know. Nothing too special, but not bad actually. Your weapon's kind of lame, but there's power-ups which let you shoot double. Fuck? I can't touch the walls? That's right, you can't touch anything in this game, so don't fuck around. So I beat the stage, though each stage consists of 2 or more sections. Now we're in the second section, and we got an overhead view which is equally as difficult as any of the rest. Actually, I think they're worse, because you don't know what's supposed to be underneath you or blocking you. I'm assuming I can't touch these wooden parts. Oh, now I'm probably fucked. Oh, never mind, I guess I can go through those. See, the graphics are so unclear as to what you're allowed to touch and what you're not. You don't know what the hazards are. Look at that, that's not fair. I couldn't see that tiny bullet coming through the trees. It's like camouflaged. And the way those waves move, it's just like a bunch of flickering blue lines. It plays with your eyes and fucks you all up. What a cruel game.
Wow, how awesome could this be? Bugs Bunny's birthday blowout. Well, it was a blowout alright. Blow out your ass.
Basically, you're Bugs Bunny going around with a hammer in a Mario-like setting. Really nothing special. In fact, it's one of the most sickening side-scrollers I've ever seen. Because when you walk, the screen sort of does like this strobe effect. I'm not kidding, it makes me sick. Even worse is when there's an earthquake. Oh, come on, that's cool. All you do is just go from start to finish. There's usually a boss at the end of the stage, like, here's Daffy. You think you're supposed to fight him, but no, that doesn't work. You're just supposed to get the carrot.
Yeah, this game's really a no-brainer.
Oh my god, it's Bugs Bunny! I can't believe it in my own house! Bugs Bunny! It's Bugs fucking Bunny!
What's up, Doc?
This game is garbage. I'd rather put my ball in the fucking ground than shut my face. You find the asshole. I shall use the funny trick. game has a map screen, and being that the game is mostly side-scrolling, you can't tell which direction you're supposed to be going. But that's cool. It's cool. It makes it more challenging. I like that. Like when you're walking left, but you're really heading to the right on the map. I love figuring that shit out. I love it. It's just great. Like puke up a donkey's ass! Immediately as the game begins, you have to start flying through rings. I don't even have any time to get used to the control. You think that as soon as the game starts, you have a little free reign, to fly around and explore? But no, you gotta fly through rings. And you can't fuck up. If you miss more than, I think, 3, I don't know, sometimes it's 2 and sometimes it's 4, so I'm not sure. But basically, if you miss a few of these rings, you go back to the beginning.
Was ist das denn? Oh mein Gott, was ist geschehen? Ich habe es verspielen!
Well, probably no better than I, and it goes without saying, but this game is horrendous! And you know what the most pathetic thing about it is? This game isn't even 10 years old! Just barely. You'd think by 1999 there'd be some kind of quality standard. What? I'm stuck? How the hell am I stuck? I'm underneath the bridge. Looks like Superman stroking his super dick. Almost there. Less than 10 seconds. Come on. I can just barely make it. Look, there's a last ring. Fuck this bitch.